Carolyn's dance thing all day.
Okay.
I really don't have to, unless you're doing all the food. That's not happening. Okay. It's gotta be something.
Why'd you play it like that? I can do the food, you whore.
Whoa.
That one's going in.
Yeah, that's been most of your show opener yet.
You know, at first I was against him hitting record.
It's good now, right?
I still am, but I'm less against it now.
At the end of this one, we'll go back and we'll listen to how that sounds.
Can I just crash at your place? Since I have to bring the boys there in the morning
You
anyways?
whore.
This is what I want Saturday.
Wait, don't turn the channel. You've tuned into High Gravity.
The show where we talk about beer, brewing, and bullshit.
Where the only thing we take seriously is the next round.
So grab a glass.
Fill it with something cold.
And enjoy the show.
We're back.
We can do Sunday.
I feel like things are falling apart earlier than they normally
Earlier,
do.
Jared,
yes.
where's your shaky thing?
There's no need.
I'm here. I'm
Back
here.
on track.
So, yep, we're back. We have a little treat here from Warwater. 'Cause my beer's empty. I'm jumping right into this. Gary donated us this delicious beer.
Thank
this
you, Gary.
Ocular Love. I say delicious, but
And by
I
the
don't
way,
actually know
I will
yet.
say the last beer they donated, I drank
Yep.
Yeah.
by myself. So
Yeah,
sorry.
Daryl.
But yeah, it's from Warwater. It's a crowler. Ocular Love is a 10%.
Ooh.
I can't remember if it's a stout.
I
or-
see what you did there. No one, nothing.
I get the ocular
Ocular.
reference.
There it
I
is.
got it. I got it.
When you have to explain the joke, it's not funny anymore.
No, it's more funny.
Not really.
The joke's only funny when I'm the only one laughing at it. You gotta drive it right into the ground. Just right into the ground.
I mean, that's fine too. Whatever. I don't care.
This can is so big, it's kind
It
of
is a
like
big can.
unwieldy to pour. I don't want to fuck this up.
You're not used to holding something that big?
Like,
Are you?
Let me pour. Oh, not mine though. Shit.
Either way, it's still terrifyingly fat.
Yeah.
It's not the length that scares me. It's the girth,
the girth.
Daryl. Yeah, it's the girth.
You don't take it anyway.
It's enough out of the peanut gallery.
I love when we have audience members.
This show is performed in front of a live studio audience. It smells like a beer. Doesn't have a lot of aroma. It smells a little just a little roasty, maybe.
Yeah.
oh, I didn't mean to pour that much.
That's right. There's a lot to go around.
I feel like maybe if we had it fresh on draft, maybe the flavors would be a little brighter. But
I don't hate it.
no, I don't. I mean, it's not bad.
It's good.
It's a little bit malty. Mm-hmm. It's not super robust.
No.
Like, it's not a lot of anything in particular. Like, it's not overwhelming.
Definitely one of those I could drink a lot of, though.
So what was this one?
I think I agree with
We
you
don't
there.
remember.
It's called Ocular
I know
Love
that.
from Warwater.
Oh, Jim, it's got a bottling date or canning date.
I did. Yeah, 428.
Yeah.
You know, it smells sweet, like it has fruit in it. Kind of tastes like it has something in the back end, sweeter.
I thought that was, I was smelling the blackberry IPA or whatever we had before this, or the blackberry blonde. I thought that's what I was smelling, but
It's a very,
you're right.
very bready notes in the nose.
The more I drink it, the more kind of like roasty, like malt taste to it. It's not as thin as that the last stout we had, but
You
it's
all know
still
I
a
do
light
that
drinker.
sometimes. Come on, don't look at me that way.
Well, then don't.
It's a tasting technique.
Oh, and the amount of times you've
covered
choked on it has been great for everybody.
Exactly.
Johnny's throating it over there.
He always does. I think
The audio
it's.
board, I gotta push that away.
You know, it has a nice roast and it's creamy. Mm-hmm. Has a texture
good
to it.
dinner
It's
beer.
creamier.
Yeah, I could drink this with dinner
Yeah.
because it's not so heavy that you
Yeah.
wouldn't want to.
A good
That's kind
universal.
of
I like it.
dangerous though. That's the second stout we've had on the show in a row that wasn't like
Send that back to
heinously
you, Mr.
thick.
Darryl, sir.
Yeah. I can't figure out what I'm tasting though. Like
Describe it.
I can't. That's the problem. I haven't been able to figure it out.
I
What's
was
it relate
struggling
to?
with it at first too. I really was. After a couple of drinks, it started to grow on me.
I don't know. I'm not as good describing the beers as you guys are.
Well, listen to every episode, and
I have.
I just make shit up as I go. I don't know.
I think the hops in it is doing a little something too. Like up front, it's a little bit like drier.
It is, but you don't really taste a lot of it in there.
No, they're not. It's
I
not
like that.
hoppy per se. It's
It's more aromatic hops.
the alpha acids.
Yeah.
Yeah, the alphas are the more of the bittering side. I don't think that it's not that the beta acids don't affect that, but I think it's more the alpha acids that better things, right, Daryl?
Sure.
Damn it, Daryl.
There's like a
Where's Senpai?
I get like a hint of like sweetness. Not much though. Like, but I can't think of what it is.
It's not too sweet though, which is good.
Right.
But it's not bland either, which is nice. It's got very good body to it.
Felt like my first drink, I was struggling to pull anything out of it. Like I wouldn't say bland,
I would
but it
agree with
wasn't
that,
really
yeah.
there.
It's like the more you have it, the more it's developing.
I still think that, like fresh off the tap, I think we'd have a little bit different experience.
Agreed.
I can taste through it.
Well, if you brought it 2 weeks ago,
If you didn't drink the first one,
but it wasn't the same beer either.
I don't care. Well, to be fair,
Teresa.
if
Thank you.
you didn't drink the first one, then we might not have gotten the second one. And did you like the first one? The beer that you drank?
Yeah.
Remember.
Okay. I was hoping.
did.
I was hoping that it sucked, and
I mean, yeah, it sucked. It was bad.
that you had to
sour.
suffer. You had to suffer for your transgressions.
But what if I enjoy suffering?
I think you do.
We've discussed this, Daryl. We
think you
don't
do.
kink shame on this show.
Nope, no kink shame. It's 2024. We don't do that.
Oh, thanks.
Yep.
Did what?
Drank the jalapeno beer. That
Or was it please?
It was the Plead the Fifth. Yeah.
Okay, so it's smaller.
We need like an audience mic for questions.
Yes.
Yeah.
When they want to
that would
ask
be
a
great.
question, like asking to hear.
I've got like 2 or 3 other mic slots. This is very easy to do. And I have a 25-foot cable.
And then after that, it's video.
Yeah, we could do this.
No video.
How many slots does Mike have again?
2.
Wow, good for Mike. We should have him on the podcast. Mike,
He's not going to show you.
Well, when he
sure hope
talks
not.
out of.
hella weak. I like
This
this
one's
though.
off to a weird start. Just saying.
I like this beer.
So you know what it is? That sweetness taste in it. It's a Scottish ale.
ah,
That's where that sweetness is coming from.
So it's not a stout, and I just kept saying that because I didn't fucking know.
It's darker, but it had the taste. It had the roast taste, but it had more of that sweetness to it that we were trying to figure out. That's why.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Well, the color too is again, it's not dark at all. Well, I mean, it's dark, but it's not. You can't see through it.
Opaque.
That makes sense.
Yes. Oh, opaque was the word I was looking for, but I think a stout is technically opaque as well. It's just
Translucent.
Yeah, I guess
very,
it depends on the
very
level
dark.
of it. Yeah.
very
Now that I said
opaque.
it, now when I smell it, I can tell now.
like
That sweetness from it is a Scottish ale.
like Backwoods Bastard from Founders. That's like my only frame of reference for Scottish ales because I did not like any of them I
I've
ever
got-
tried until I tried Backwoods Bastard, and I'm like, oh, this is fucking good.
Maybe I'll bring this. So
Don't say maybe, just do it.
it's a signed bottle, and they're not in production anymore. But Blake's partnered with a gas station in Armada, and if anybody
Where
goes,
Blake's is at.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that gas station, they bought I think it was a barrel of Crown, if I remember correctly. The whole barrel had it bottled as a store pick. Well, Blake's took that barrel and aged a Scottish ale in the barrel and then bottled it and sold it exclusively at that gas station. And if anyone in this area knows Roger the beer guy, when he used to work there, excuse me, he was on the bottle. Well, I got him to sign the bottle. I bought 2 of them. I have one that's unopened still.
Wait, so is this a Scotch ale?
Yes.
Okay, I missed that part.
Yep.
I was very intently drinking my water.
I understand.
I only have 2 brain cells, and they work together.
It's okay. I understand. I was going to let that age for a while, a few years. So maybe actually, it's probably been a few years now. Maybe it's worth the...
Damn it, Johnny, it's time. We have to drink it.
Maybe. I don't know if I want to part with those. They're very. I will never see those again or have an opportunity.
We could also never drink it because turns out there's like an unlimited amount of like beer we can drink, and
True.
Know, if we're attached to something, we don't have to drink it.
Yeah, it's true. But it's a very special one.
I'm very attached to my entire Dark Lord collection.
Yeah, I was going to make a statement on that.
Oh,
That's
I'll,
what.
I'll bring,
Listen,
I'll bring mine.
This,
I'll bring mine if you
this
bring yours.
podcast is specifically an excuse for me to drink all of them, but I don't want every episode
cheers
to
to that
be. I don't have anything in my glass. I don't want every episode to be a Dark Lord episode, but we could seriously record several months worth of episodes off of what I have.
I like this idea.
you know, that really is a thick can.
You felt the girth when you grabbed and poured it. Yeah.
I sure did.
You know, I like my women like I like my beers
kinda have-
with a thick can.
Put that back in. Put that in my hand.
The can, right? All right, thanks. Yeah.
Now
I
put
have-
your pants back on.
I have very little hands, and it like barely makes it around.
So it looks bigger in your small hands, is what you're
Yes,
saying.
it
Yeah,
sure does.
we've all seen that picture of Andre the Giant holding a normal can of
Oh,
beer.
yeah,
If
dude.
he was holding this, it would look like us holding a normal can of beer. It's crazy. Like a can just fits in like the middle of his palm,
Yeah.
and just like a little
but
like a
seriously-
shot glass.
Yeah.
Well, it's called a crowler.
Since you have it.
So for frame of reference, if we didn't mention that, it is a crowler, which is I think what like 36 ounces or something.
I don't know on that one.
It's-
32, I would imagine.
I think it's a half growler.
Yeah, 32 then.
Yeah, 32. Yeah. Oh, we didn't ask if did you already try this before? Okay. I was gonna say if
I'd hope so. They brought it.
Yeah, Gary brought it
didn't
for
even
us.
think
So I'd say if
There's
he
not
hadn't.
much left in there.
Our apologies. We didn't offer more to the audience.
We don't like anyone to not have beer.
Yeah, but when it's good, we don't want to give it away either.
Still didn't hear you.
You need a mic. Here, come here.
Where's the music coming from?
No, I think
We'll
that's
get him on one day.
the sound of
We will get him on
Mark
one day.
working.
That's our welder, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a grinder.
He's grinding. Oh, shoot. He's grinding down now.
Oh.
And we lost our cleanup girl.
I felt bad for Mark back there working. He's welding up the metal on the pizza oven, I believe.
Oh, nice.
And I felt bad. I was like, "You're the only one in the building who doesn't have a beer." And he's like, "Well, I did have like a deer tay," and I'm like, "How about a can of 10% stout that we had?"
So any
I need
welders
more,
that I know, they suck until they start drinking. So, and I've watched a friend of mine go from welding and it looking like absolute dog shit to where he can't stand up and the welds come out textbook perfect.
No.
It's amazing.
Mark is good.
I'll say
I believe it.
I've got high confidence in his abilities.
As do I.
Knowing what he does for a living, and I know that that's not something that he can discuss too openly. He's
Good.
yeah,
Yeah.
some top tier shit,
Oh yeah.
which is good. I'm glad because he seems really passionate about it, and I like that. So it's good to be good at it and good to enjoy it.
This is true.
So would you buy this beer again? Would you buy this beer if you were out?
I
would.
probably would. Yeah.
I've
good.
all the times I've been to this brewery, I've never actually ordered this beer because I always want to have, like 3 or 4 beers, and if I have one of these, now I might only have 2 beers because, big
Yeah, but this is good.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Very good.
Yeah.
And this is contradictory
even-
to how I normally enjoy beer, but a little warmer, it actually starts getting a much better characteristic to it.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised at how quickly it did warm up because it was
Yeah,
in
that too.
the back of my beverage fridge, and we keep that at like 34. So the back usually gets a little colder, but I figured 10% beer, it's not going to freeze.
Normally the back is colder.
Not the way I keep it. I keep that can hot, Daryl.
I love the disapproving head shake of the audience, and I'm like, no.
So, keeping with the theme of crowlers and with gift beers,
It says do not buy this. Who broke the rules?
maybe it's
What's
resale.
the beer name?
Oh.
The beer name is Do Not Buy This.
That's terrible fucking advertising.
So
what
this-
the hell?
Well, they sold it.
This is a
I
gift
guess, but-
from Kelly. Actually, Mark, her husband, is the one out back working today. It's from
See how back or is he upstairs?
back.
Oh.
Then technically downstairs.
Oh, and that's a really loud grinder. I thought he was upstairs.
Well,
for some
then
reason.
turn your notifications down. Watermark Brewing Company, which is like about as southwest of Michigan as you can go in Stevensville. It's out closer to Greenbush, if anyone's ever been to Greenbush. That's a larger brewery out there as well.
There are green bushes at home, but never
I
been
mean-
to Green Bush. I've been to Sugar Bush. I never Green Bush.
What's that line from Colt 45? She had green hair, but damn, she looked good.
Oh.
And two
And 2 zigzags. Baby, that's all we need.
All we need.
Go to the park after dark.
After dark only, though.
Smoke that
Smoke that
tumbleweed.
Yep. So the name of the beer is Do Not Buy This. That's actually its name. I think when Johnny said that, I was actually thinking it was something else.
So it's either going to be really good or really bad.
Now, it's the label, like this portion of it is handwritten, so I'm imagining, so they can reuse the crowlers, but I'm sure it is a Baltic porter, but the way the L and the T are combined, it looks like a Bach porter, where they put a capital H in the middle of the word.
It's Klingon.
Yeah, it's a Klingon beer.
It's Bathlith.
These fucking nerds.
And now you have a lisp?
No, that's Bathlith. That's what it's called. You ever seen Star Trek, the real rounded sword-looking thing all the Klingons have? That's a Bathlith.
Yeah.
I was a Star Wars fan, not a Star Trek.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
Across
Fight.
the board.
I'm with her.
I'm not fighting him.
You can fight with knives or bachlicks or whatever.
I have a 6x4 foot model of the Millennium Falcon hanging in my basement, and I have original scripts in the safe from the original Star Trek.
Hang
We
on,
talk
Johnny.
All day.
I was flaccid before, but now.
And back to beer.
So, anyways, this. What do we have? The Bachlich Porter. The Do Not Buy This. It is a 7.7% alcohol beer. So
So don't buy it?
Don't
that's
buy
the
it.
name of it. It says don't buy it. But it's still got some gas in it. That's a good sign. The can smells like a beer.
Sounds good. That's definitely darker. Holy
Yeah.
crap.
That is dark.
It is dark. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Pass the Dutchie to the left.
Difference, but
Sorry.
It's okay.
You were all
I'll
excited,
forgive you.
Daryl, and I felt bad. Guess first.
I've
right?
had a beer.
I mean, that's fine.
See, I get the benefit of pouring first because I read the cans. I don't know how that became my position, but I like it.
I don't either.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm going to just
I like the default.
pass it around to you and then pass my glass to you, sir. Like it.
Again, I need more time with the beer when my two brain cells are working together.
I understand. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, normally by the time I pour and smell it, you've already tasted it. So I'm like, okay.
It's got a very, very flat nose to it.
I do get some of the roastier notes, like almost like a little bit of coffee aroma.
Yeah, I do get that after huffing it for a minute.
Again, the flavor is really light up front.
it is.
I don't want to judge it until I
Yeah.
get a couple more sips.
For anything porter or stout we've had today, they've all been very light, like across
They
the
have
board.
been.
Yes.
That's unusual.
I mean, I guess that one was a Scotch ale, but even that had a pretty light body.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, those are usually very
Oh, it had a lot of good
scotchy.
flavors to it, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we kept talking about it and trying to figure them out. So
I think
That was good.
a porter in general, though, is a lighter body
Then a stout,
in
for
most
sure.
cases. And 7.7% isn't really that outrageously
Nothing to
high
scoff
for a
at,
porter
yeah.
either.
Yeah, I like it.
It's not too boozy. Yeah, a little boozy.
Not bad, though. Not in a bad way. Would the audience like a sample?
it has like a sweet roast to it.
I'm on it.
What does the
I
audience
can taste
think?
the roast and the dryness at the end.
There's
Yeah.
Oh, hold
But
on. We
the
need
roast,
that.
like the initial roast taste, kind of tastes like a sweet
We're trying to get a review from the audience.
roast to it.
Gary?
I get a lot of that on the aftertaste. I wish it was more bold. Like, it's not very bold.
But that could be because it aged in a can
We
Yeah.
want your review,
for a
though.
little bit too.
Yep.
These guys
Yeah.
won't, and it's my turn to yell at them. Won't shut the hell up so we can get you to talk. I'm trying to get Gary to talk.
About the beer.
Yeah, no, it's almost like we're sitting here
Need to
talking
fucking
about
mute
the
him
beer
again.
we're drinking, and Johnny's just
Why the
yelling.
bad guy? I'm trying to get the audience to
We're
participate.
gonna
Watch
try again.
this.
We're gonna try again. So you didn't have to say nothing. Look at that.
I'm trying to get him to talk. He's been offering words and
The
hand
pig
motions.
man does not talk.
He does. He was, but y'all kept talking.
Like, there's not much flavor.
See, look at.
Yeah,
I did all that without speaking. Look how talented I am.
I'm impressed.
Because we have
I give
assistant
up.
Becky.
I give up.
I feel like there's something missing.
Yeah.
Yes, I'd agree on that.
I like the dive helmet on it though.
I agree on that.
That's because you have a roast taste. You drink it and it's a roast.
Yeah. It's like walking by a coffee shop and getting a hint of that smell of like roast, and you're like, ooh, and then it's gone. Like the free smells you get at Jimmy John's. I saw the sign. It says free
That's not
smells.
how you're supposed to drink your beer.
No.
He's used to nose beers.
I'm surprised he hasn't gurgled yet.
I did.
Oh, I missed it, Dad. I missed it.
They caught it. When you go back and listen to the episode, you'll hear it.
You know what it is? It's because we had the other beer first. We should have done it in reverse
Maybe.
order. Yeah,
Well, how would we know?
we didn't.
We
but
can-
Yeah.
after tasting them,
That's I
another
suppose
beer
that's true.
killed the flavor on this one.
I would like to try this fresh off the tap. I think I would like it more.
I think every beer we should try fresh off the tap
We should just start going
the
to different
hose right way to
breweries
go.
and
and doing
hosting
a
our podcast.
podcast off the
At
tap.
the
I'm
brewery?
working on a mobile setup.
Oh, there we
The
go.
guy still hasn't gotten back to me.
I mean,
with a
this is
number.
pretty mobile.
As long as I'm back here by 2.
I cannot guarantee that.
I think we're gonna be traveling.
I feel like you need a DD.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, we got a group already. Sorry, Dad, you're stuck.
Oh, are we gonna have that band?
Ooh,
The cargo van.
five in the back, 2 in the front.
Yep. That's what we need.
Oh, there's more if you don't mind.
What a shitty joke.
It could be if not done properly, or if done properly.
It could be good.
Oh Lord.
I don't know judgments though. If that's
We
that's
didn't
your
talk
thing.
about that one on here. We probably shouldn't.
No, we should. We're going on.
Yep.
We're done.
We're moving on from the minivan. We don't need that.
See you later.
Where was it? Good seeing
Bye. Thanks for the beer.
you. Yes, thank you, sir.
Bye, Mr. Big Man.
Your bacon is delicious.
God, I love beer.
You just told him that you liked his meat.
I'm really glad
Yes,
you
I
didn't say
know.
sausage, though, but yeah.
It's good salty meat.
He does
when you
have
put it
good
in your
meat. I
mouth.
told him that already.
Remember what I said at the beginning of
I've
this, where I
heard-
felt like
never
things were
mind.
falling apart already?
I just had a really bad one. Everyone missed it.
Yeah,
all right.
it's all falling apart.
I keep missing your jokes.
It's okay. They're not that great.
See, I choose to.
I don't listen to the podcast. I just chime in every once in a while. I'm trying to figure out
So
where
these
we're at, what we're
special
saying.
ones. What was one you were so excited to get it, and I put it in the Google Drive, and you're like, yeah, I never listened to it. I don't remember which one that was.
I try to keep these things on the rails. I'm
Yeah,
never
so there
successful.
are some. I put a. We have a Google Drive that these guys can preview them before they're posted, and they almost never listen to them anymore.
I do sometimes.
Yeah, did you ever
But I
listen
was
to
there.
Dark Lord Day?
I was just gonna say they're,
No, I
they're
was
part
there.
of
Yeah.
it. So
How many have you listened to? I've listened to 3 so far.
Yeah, the same 3.
I am only like two behind.
I mean, I've heard all of them.
You know, it's like I always
Unedited.
You can't count it if you're there.
I always remember when I have to be here, but then when I'm not here, I always forget to listen to us because I have
Speaking
lots
of
of
being
time.
here, I am. This is a new episode. I'm back.
Yeah. Oh, we forgot to welcome her back.
I think anyone who's listened to the show knows that we do it 3 times in a row, and that we never do a guest
And
for a
then we're
single
spent
episode.
for 2 weeks.
It's almost like we should start scheduling our guests to show up for episode 2 or 3. And then they just get to show up and they're like, what's wrong with these assholes? Like, they're already drunk, and then they have to be sober, you know?
The fun thing is how often we change the dynamic. So we did that. We did the, what was it, 2 guest interviews, and then the third was just us, and then we did the.
Oh, there's
the
a
2
marketing
and then
plan
the holiday
here.
one.
We got a strategy to all this.
Oh, no one's told me.
Yeah, it's new to me. I've said it a bunch of times. I'm like, we could just sit at the brewery at 10 a.m. on a Sunday and not record anything and drink beer. But we've chose to put it on record, so, you know, we might as well provide a quality product.
Yeah, absolutely.
I still just can't quite figure out how. I don't know how I feel about. I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about this one.
I think if you drank them in reverse order, this one would have been better.
Absolutely.
Maybe.
Yeah, the other one had
It was far
more.
superior to this on flavor.
Yeah.
Flavor
I
profile.
just feel like
Still
it's
overpowering.
like it's
Still-
lacking something.
It's got a
I just
soft malt to it. It's not
I mean, it's still
overly
the same
complex.
size, though.
Yeah.
do I need to hold this
Yeah,
one?
just check
It doesn't matter.
It's the same size, but a worse flavor.
Hold that can and tell me that.
Length does not matter. Girth does.
Not gonna hit the back, but it's gonna cling onto the sides.
It's how you use. Well, I shouldn't say size doesn't matter. It's how you use it.
No, that's true. It is how you use it.
I'll say this size right here does amazing things.
That's what I'm saying. So size doesn't matter
Exactly.
as long as you know what you're doing.
So staying on topic of beer,
Not for myself. We're good now.
this is a beer show.
I don't.
Well, two
I
of
don't think
two
that.
of our 3 pillars of the show are beer and brewing.
The name is cool, but it's right. I wouldn't buy this again.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I would
feel
if I
like
was at the bar. I'd
Off
want to
the
try
tap?
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd probably buy it with that. Yeah,
I would definitely try it again on tap for sure.
Yeah, because I don't think it's bad. I think that it's
No,
just
it's
it's got
decent.
a little
No,
bit
it's
of the
not
deck
bad.
stacked
Then he's
against it.
gonna down it in one.
Yeah, it's
No.
He?
He? Are you a he?
No,
Whoa, what? It's 2024. We can't judge or ask.
I mean, you can. Just don't say it.
Wow.
I can
I'm
ask.
okay with it though. You know, if you're
I
if
can
you,
ask
you,
and I can judge.
Feel
She's my
like a
sister.
man?
Oh yeah, you're fine.
as the Klingons
if
would
anyone
say,
knows, she would
glory to
know.
you and your identity.
I have a vagina. I'm a girl.
Well, that's not getting cut either.
Boys have penises, girls have vaginas.
I require more explanation and
Well, the funny thing is,
I'm not
that
showing you proof.
they don't understand because they don't have kids.
Trust
listen.
me.
I was homeschooled. Sex ed was really awkward.
You were not homeschooled.
I
You're
watched.
right, I wasn't.
I was.
Yeah.
I watched Kindergarten Cop. I get the reference.
But you've never
That's
had
in
to
there.
explain
Yeah,
nipples to your son.
You know what's funny about explaining nipples to anyone is if you Photoshop a man's nipples onto a woman's nipples, it's
Oh,
okay
I
to put
remember
on
this.
TV.
Yeah. Or Facebook.
That's a joke because it's retarded that you can't actually
Yeah.
show any nipples. Like, you know, it's like men, it's okay to be shirtless, but women, it's like, no, they also have nipples. You need to censor that.
But they're
They're
just
just nipples.
boobs.
I
do
couldn't agree more.
Do we have another beer
Boobs.
for this episode?
Nope. We're finishing this girthy porter.
And we're talking about nipples.
I mean, I'm all right with it, but
So anyway, so I started watching a new show last night.
oh, what'd you watch?
Dave. I don't know if you're familiar with Dave.
I've seen the previews on Hulu, but I haven't watched.
Yeah, Little Dicky. He's a rapper. It's he's funny. He's a comedy rapper, but he has a song he keeps referring to. It's the song is called Girth because like his whole shtick is that like all his jokes are about how like penis jokes and things like that. So every time we talk about how girthy the can is, I can't stop thinking about the song last night. He's like trying to get other rappers on his song. He's like, yeah, it's called Girth. I'm like, I don't want to rap on that beat. That's a fat beat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, it was a funny show though. I like it. It's definitely a niche kind of humor. Like I'd say like a little bit of stoner humor, but also like a lot of kind of just off-color, immature humor. But damn, is he a good rapper though? Like that guy can spit. It's crazy the words that humans can put together that I just
That is true.
I can't rationalize.
It's unsettling watching some of these guys do this.
yeah, just like freestyle like off the top of your head and like
like that dude that does the. He used to, I think, what is it, Omega they call it? But he's like a rap guy, and he's like, give me 3 words.
Yup, I'm trying to think of his name.
And then he freestyles all 3 of the words, and that is some impressive shit.
My buddy Bobby's obsessed with that dude and has like tried to launch his own rap career based on it and
Yeah.
Can you guess who's back?
Shady. I actually saw
Did you hear the new
his
song?
performance. Yeah, his performance he did at the opening of the
some
the
surprise
station,
thing or
the train
something,
station.
wasn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
His new song's called Houdini.
I've heard it. It's
I
not
saw
bad.
it. And apparently because he's coming back, whatever age he is now, I think it's 46 or however
Yeah.
old he is. I don't know.
In his 50s, isn't he?
Whatever
I
age
thought
he
he
is
was
right
50s,
now.
but
He's
apparently,
getting there.
apparently, whatever age he is,
I
you
haven't
should
asked
probably
Google
look.
anything in a while.
I think you got to look up Houdini because
How old?
Houdini came back and made his
How
final
old is
appearance at that
Marshall
same
Mathers?
year. And then just at Halloween time is when I guess that scenario happened where he died
Yeah.
from his trick, right? So apparently Eminem came back, called it the Houdini to start, and by Halloween will be his album release and he's done.
You think so? Or he already said it?
That's just the rumor.
I mean, one thing
How
is,
old is Marshall Mathers?
I don't think he went anywhere.
No. He owns...
Oh, he's 51. Wow.
51.
It's good for
Why are
51.
you
Good
so
for him.
quiet? Damn it, Google.
I don't think
You
the
really
thing is,
are
I don't
not
think
happy
he
with
went.
Google.
anywhere.
No, Google pisses
Oh no,
me
he
off.
still has people under him. He has
Yeah.
a whole album label.
Like he's still been a public figure. Like I always hate that when, artists or actors or whatever is like, I'm retiring, and it's like then they don't
Yeah.
shut the fuck up, and
Garth
then like
Brooks.
a year
Much as I
later
love
they're
Garth
doing
Brooks,
something.
He's done
Yeah.
like 6 end of.
But he hasn't done anything for a while now.
No.
new albums,
He hasn't,
nothing.
no.
It's been a
He's
while.
been in the industry though, and he's
He
had
did
people
the diss
that
tracks
he's
with
brought
MGK.
in.
Those were great songs, by the way.
The
But that was all a marketing
flute
thing.
song.
So I'm just curious though, by
Flute song was
Halloween,
sick.
if his album comes out and then he announces being done,
Nah.
I mean, cool. I've never
he's playing off that.
I've never been the hugest Eminem fan, but I can respect
some
what he
of
does.
his music,
I think he's incredible. Like
Oh, yeah.
again, he's the example of
I
like
don't
that
like that
freestyler.
kind of music, but I enjoy some of his. And just.
I like hip hop. Like I like a more narrative driven
Yeah.
rhyme. I really like complex or like interesting. Like that's why I'm an Aesop Rock fan till I die. That dude is the fucking goat. And he had a beef with Eminem, which was funny because Aesop Rock was a nobody and Eminem was, the biggest fucking rapper in the world, and yet he's got a beef with this dude because Aesop's better.
The hell's that?
I'm gonna say Keys because homie out there
Yeah.
he just drove over the fucking
You
curb,
look too, though.
He drove over the
backed
goddamn
up out of
curb.
The intersection. What the hell's that?
They were parked right there.
and he's
But
all
he could have pulled a Yui from where he was.
nah, but
Whatever.
curb. He wanted to drive over the curb.
I mean, yeah, I guess whatever. Who cares?
No judgments.
No.
You're a bad driver.
So it sounds like another good break for a commercial, and then maybe we find another beer or just decide to end it from here.
Here's to you, drying paint watcher. You, the unsung hero of the construction world, enduring a task less exciting than watching grass grow. Your dedication is unparalleled, your patience unshakable. You gaze upon the wet, gleaming surface with the intensity of 1,000 suns, ensuring that no imperfection, no bubbling, no streaking spoils the uniformity of the coat. The symphony of life unfolds around you, yet you remain impervious to distraction. Your watchful eye never wavers from its duty, your steady hand always at the ready to fix any mistakes. You're the guardian of aesthetics, the sentinel of smooth surfaces. And how do you celebrate the end of such a long, arduous day? With a cold, heartily brewed craft beer, of course. Because like the paint you watch so diligently, a good beer takes time, patience, and an eye for quality. So here's to you, drying paint watcher. Crack open a cold one, toast to your unwavering dedication, and indulge in the smooth, rich flavors of a job well done.
Well, we only have the beers for next episode, unless we've got some hiding in the back.
I got to store them for next week. Shit.
Yep,
All right.
they're gonna be warm by then.
I put them in that cooler.
I'll be really bad shape by next episode.
Hey, stay tuned.
What we eat every-
Know where we're going from there.
Stay tuned for the next episode.
Well, do we want to come back from the commercial with something, or we just want to keep talking bullshit and end it? And
I can always drink more beer.
oh, me too.
Do you need me to go to the store?
We have lots of beer.
It's so much
I'm
beer.
pretty sure we're in a brewery.
It's true.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. That's right.
We could drink Daryl's new beer and talk about Daryl's new beer.
We could. We haven't reviewed that yet.
It's true.
Maybe next week, if
Maybe
it's still
next
here.
week.
Next week.
I heard it has a little bit of nutty taste.
Oh,
You this
boy.
girth and nutty, like, I don't know now.
It's nothing but trouble. I mean, we do have. We,
put it
we
in
do
the
have. I keep looking and I know where it is, and I just keep looking like I'm going to see it, like it's going to jump out of the cooler at me, like it's going to be. I'm here.
It's in the box.
I'm here. I'm
in the
beer.
box?
Get used to it.
Oh, I've seen this. Justin
What's in
Timberlake
the
did
box?
this. I don't want to know what's in the box. Based on the conversation, I don't want to see what's in the box.
Oh, yes. You
Oh, no,
No,
that's
I
a
don't.
different.
It's a different box?
Dick in the
What is
box?
this?
I wasn't going to call it out, but I don't want to see what's in the box.
girl.
She wouldn't have a dick in the box, though.
Are you sure?
That was
I am
him.
positive.
Wasn't it Lorraine
Trust
Bobbitt
me.
that chopped
I
it
heard
off?
some stories.
Trust
Not from
me.
the podcast.
I will show you.
So with that
no.
note, I think we're going to thank y'all for joining us. Thank you for coming
Thank
back,
you.
Sam, an audience member. Let's call an end to this episode before we have to change the rating of the show again.
To TV or to X?
I don't know what comes after this level, so we'll see y'all next week.
If you didn't learn anything today, at least remember this. Beer's the answer that makes everything better.
Can't remember the question, but who cares when you have a cold one in your hand?
Remember, everybody, drink responsibly, drink high gravity.
Most importantly, drink well.
Okay, not the well. Life's too short for bad beer.
Stay frosty, my friends.